Whether you're on the front lines of the MCRmy or just a casual fan of I'm Not Okay, I Promise, there's a lot to love about My Chemical Romance. Known for their wildly elaborate concept albums and matching aesthetic, metal-inspired lead guitar riffs, and Kevlar-clad theatrics, MCR are a unique hybrid of comic book fantasy and punk rock ferocity. We've chosen 10 essential records to listen to if you love My Chemical Romance. From genre classics to up-and-coming artists, these albums are perfect for expanding your blood-soaked horizons, and are great choices if you want to take a break from the Black Parade. But before we reveal your next favorite albums, make sure you subscribe to APTV and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. Check out the link to the Spotify playlist featuring songs from these albums in the description below. 10 albums to listen to if you love My Chemical Romance. Number 10. Murder by Death. Who will survive and what will be left of them? Cello-centric indie rock band Murder by Death's second LP, Who Will Survive and What Will Be Left of Them, is essential listening for anyone who loves high-concept records that revolve around violent, horror, folklore, and romanticized confrontations with the forces of darkness. The album tells the story of the devil taking whiskey shots and waging war against a small Mexican town, and features guest vocals from MCR frontman Gerard Way on the opening track, The Devil in Mexico. Essential track, Killbot 2000. Number 9. Alkaline Trio, Good Morning. Stab wounds, inverted crosses, infirmary visits, and trying to get the number of the waitress you've been crushing on at the local diner. Long before My Chemical Romance wrote records about blood-soaked and bullet-filled lovers, Alkaline Trio had already made a career out of penning lyrics about sharing a coffin with your sweetheart and wishing that your better half would take a bath with a radio. Good Morning found the trio at their most decadent and overtly macabre, crafting violent valentines that are perfect for makeout sessions and seances alike. Essential track, Continental. Number 8. Ink and Dagger. Drive this 7-inch wooden stake through my Philadelphia heart. In the early days of MCR, Gerard Way was extremely vocal about drawing inspiration from vampire-themed Philadelphia hardcore punk outfit Ink and Dagger. Playing every show covered in fake blood, late vocalist Sean Patrick McCabe was known for his erratic, dangerously theatrical performances and complete commitment to being a punk rock Nosferatu. Drive This 7-inch is defined by vocals that sound like McCabe gargling hot blood and riffs so pointed and violent they'll leave bite marks in your neck. One listen to The Road to Hell, and their influence on Bullet's era My Chem is clear. Back in the day, Thursday vocalist Jeff Rickley said to the band, "You're doing what Ink and Dagger are doing, only better." Essential track, Bloodlust. Number 7. Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast. If you're a fan of Ray Toro's methodical madman shred-fest guitar solos, you have to listen to Iron Maiden. Known for their iconic dueling harmonic guitar leads and galloping bass lines that could lead troops in a charge through hell itself, Maiden's The Number of the Beast is a quintessential metal album that perfectly pairs rich narratives of good against evil with classical musical caliber compositions delivered with so much bravado that playing the album at full volume will make you feel bulletproof. Essential track, Hallowed Be Thy Name. Number 6. The Smiths, The Queen is Dead. Gerard and Mikey Way's original goal for My Chemical Romance was to create a band who sounded like Morrissey's singing for the Misfits. Morrissey's tenure fronting the legendary English post-punk outfit The Smiths is very clearly in the DNA of MCR. On The Queen is Dead, Morrissey croons lyrics about the joys of dying beside his beloved, sings sweetly about cemeteries, and tenderly couples love and death with angelic angst that would be perfect for both wedding vows and somber eulogies. Essential track, There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. Number 5. Black Flag, Slip It In. MCR guitarist Frank Iero confessed to wanting to grow up to be Greg Ginn, guitarist of Black Flag, in the 2006 My Chem documentary Life on the Murder Scene. Ginn's influence on Iero's playing and MCR's overall driving and chaotic rhythm guitar attack is apparent on Slip It In tracks such as Wound Up and Black Coffee. And it's also well known that the band's obsession with revenge is derived from this highly influential hardcore punk band. Essential track, Black Coffee. Number 4. Creeper, Eternity in Your Arms. It's easy to draw comparisons between My Chemical Romance and UK emo goth's Creeper. Both bands explore death and dying through lavish and violent pop songs that are firmly grounded in elaborate worlds of fiction. Creeper's debut album, Eternity in Your Arms, found them assuming roles as members of the Callous Heart Gang, a pack of renegade youths trying to outrun a mysterious foe known as the Stranger, as well as following the story of the missing paranormal investigator James Scythe. The record is packed full of dark imagination, massive choruses, and magnificently dramatic lyrics that feel like a glam rock version of a Neil Gaiman comic adaptation of Peter Pan. Essential track, Black Rain. Number 3, Jawbreaker, Dear You. Gravel-throated frontman guitarist Blake Schwarzenbach is known for his emotional, autopsy-turned-poetic pop-hook lyrics, specializing in taking the most subtle and unexplainable feelings and perfectly articulating them in a way that feels huge. With such a high level of lyrical heft, combined with explosive loud, quiet, loud dynamics, Dear You is mandatory listening for My Chemical Romance fans looking for music that matches the intensity of MCR's emotional range, but is more grounded in the nitty-gritty dark parts of reality, rather than exploring the human condition through hyper-stylized metaphor. Essential track, I Love You So Much It's Killing Us Both. Number 2, The Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. It's a well-documented theory that My Chemical Romance have allegedly based their career on the Smashing Pumpkins. The Pumpkins' incredibly ambitious record, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, could very well be an example that MCR used to gauge what they could get away with when creating their most venomous riffs, as well as the most delicate and lush soundscapes in their catalog. Melancholy is both musically and emotionally scattered in the most invigorating and daring way possible. From the hypersensitive to the hyper-aggressive, everything about the record is lavish in scope and arranged to perfection. Essential track, Tonight, Tonight. Number 1, Misfits, Walk Among Us. From the cool as a corpse theatricality to the relentless sonic savagery, the influence of the Misfits on My Chemical Romance runs rampant through everything Gerard Way and company have ever touched. Glenn Danzig's lyrics of monster movies and severed heads smashed against the blistering lo-fi guitar and bass beatdown is the backbone of MCR. Walk Among Us is a lot like a My Chem album in its unflinching embrace of over-the-top blood and guts violence that takes no prisoners and makes no apologies. If you're not smiling while screaming along to Mommy Can I Go Out and Kill Tonight, you should try taping your eyelids open and watching Suspiria on indefinite loop until you can stop worrying and learn how to love the fake blood. Essential track, Astro Zombies.